okay, at this point, you should know how the TV networks work, which is they sell advertising. You should have your idea prepared, which you have wrote it, rewrote it, researched it, and you have something to show. And now you are ready for the meeting. So how do you get this meeting, this important meeting that could change your life and your career? How do you get there? Well, there's several ways of doing it. The most common is getting an agent, a manager, or an attorney to set up the meeting for you. So basically, you would want to get someone that has some kind of pull in the networks that you are trying to reach. There's a lot of material out there about how to get an agent, a manager, an attorney. There's books and books on the subject. It's its own world. It's a lot of work. So make sure you research and learn how to do that so you can do it properly. But at this point, we're talking about you already having an agent or a manager or an attorney or someone to represent you in setting up that meeting for the network, which is probably the easiest, most professional way you can go about getting a meeting is through one of those people that can represent you. Another way, if you don't have an agent or a manager, is to call the network directly. Now, this is really, really difficult. They get a lot of phone calls. They get a lot of emails from people wanting to tell them about show ideas, about concepts. So it's going to be really hard to break through this way. Not impossible. You can make it happen if you really prepare yourself and you know how to approach it. What you want to do is when you call up the network, you want to be professional, of course, and you want to treat whoever answers the phone nicely. Don't act like you're this king with the idea that's going to make the network millions of dollars, because it's not going to fly that way. Because this is the person, this is the gatekeeper that is going to patch you through to a person that can help you. Most likely, they might patch you through to some sort of assistant. That assistant is another gatekeeper to the actual person you're looking for. You want to get someone in programming. So when you call, you are looking for the decision maker that can actually buy your show. And programming holds a lot of weight in the network as far as what shows get bought. So you want to treat whoever's helping you in a way that's professional, so they understand that you're not some crazy psycho trying to get through. And they most likely will not give you the information you're looking for. So do not take this personal. What you want to get is an email. You want to get an email of someone that can help you, that you can send them an email about the show that you are trying to pitch. Now, in this email, you do like a short, to the point message. You don't want to give them 10 pages of what the show is about. You actually might just want to give a little bit of information about yourself. Who are you, where you're from, and about you having an interest in pitching to the network a television show idea. A lot of times they take a long time to respond. Don't lose your faith. You just need to either follow up in a few days or just wait it out and maybe try at other networks. But it's a really hard way of getting into the network meetings. It's through the cold calling, because they get so many of them that you want to really be creative in how you do it, and you really want to be professional, and you want to get to the point and do not waste people's times. The operator that answers the phone at the network does not care what your idea is about. Basically, she has a job to do. She has no decision-making power as far as your idea is concerned. So don't waste your time giving her the spiel about how your idea is going to make millions. Just get to where you need to go, which is the programming department, and get there as fast as you can. Get some sort of email address where you can actually send an email and give them room to be able to respond to you. But do not call there every 5 minutes. Do not leave messages every 2 seconds. You need to just be patient, be professional, and allow them the time to get back to you. And like I said, if you can get an agent or a manager, you probably have an easier way of connecting to the network that way. Another way of getting a meeting is through networking, through network events. You need to be out there. You need to go to events. You need to go to screenings. You need to meet directors, producers, people that are in the areas of expertise that you want to work in. And by doing that, you expand your network and you start finding opportunities. You'll hear about a network looking for a certain kind of show. Maybe that show fits that network, and you can approach the network that way. Also, when you find executives at these events, it's a lot easier to go up to them and say, hey, introduce yourself, and let them know that you have a show that you'd like to pitch their network, get their business card, and then follow through that way. Since you're meeting the networks and the executives through a business environment, it's okay to approach them with business ideas and show ideas. Now, you want to do that at the right time, and what you want to do is set up a meeting. Don't try to push your idea as they're trying to meet and greet 100 other people. Make sure that you just get their information, and then you follow through later with an email, and hopefully you get a meeting that way. And there's a lot of other creative ways that I've heard people getting meetings. You know, you can run into them at the golf course. You can run into them at the gas station. There are a lot of ways that you can actually run into these opportunities, but you just need to do it the right way. If you see an executive and they're at a restaurant with their family and they're having dinner, it's probably not a good idea to go hassle them about some idea you have. If you conduct yourself in a way that's professional at all times, most likely you will get a meeting sooner or later. Now, like I suggest again, if you can get an agent or a manager, find out how to do that, go that route. It just gives you a bit more leverage when it comes to setting up the meeting.